over the center of the field.
Good work there.
Great shot there. Finds the left corner. What a beautiful shot. Hello and welcome to LSMN Game of the Week here on YouTube. It's a beautiful Friday night between the Hebron Lady Hawks and the Flower Mound Lady Jaguars for some women's soccer. I'm Brendan Selke. That's Alex Salazar. We have a good one tonight here between two of the top teams in the state. So, Alex, what are you looking for out of this Hebron team tonight?
Well, tonight, one of Hebron's best players, sophomore forward Jordan Hill, is out. She was training with the U16 national team. So I asked Coach Robert Vaughn who he thinks is going to step up in for Jordan's place, and he said that it would be Layla Thompson, the West Virginia commit. Look for her to have an amazing game tonight. And same question for you, but for Flower Mound, who do you think is going to shine for Flower Mound tonight?
You know, you say that, and I got two people for you. I mean, if you look at it, Jalen Chaney and Bella Larson have been to the two great goal scorers for this team, and they're really going to need them tonight because the last time out, Flower Mound lost this game 4-0. I mean, Hebron went to Flower Mound's place and just dominated Flower Mound. Flower Mound's going to need their goal scorers, and Bella Larson and Jalen Chaney both lead the team in goals. Bella's got 17, Jalen Chaney's got 10, so they're gonna have to step up tonight in this one.
It's going to be a great night.
Yep, agree with you there. This one's going to be good. Two of the top teams in the state, and we'll be back here on LSMN Game of the Week. Hello and welcome back to LSMN Game of the Week here on YouTube. As I said earlier, these are two of the top teams in the state. We're speaking top 5, and no matter what rankings you look at, both this Hebron and Flower Mound team are very highly ranked. Of course, Flower Mound just won the state championship just 3 years back. Of course, Hebron's got one in their back pocket from just a decade behind. So, I mean, both of these teams are very good. It's going to be a good one here tonight, Alex.
Yep, Flower Mound 14-1 overall and 9-1 in district. That's good enough for first place. And for Hebron, 15-1-3 overall and 8-0-2 in district, and that's good for second place. Hebron is definitely going to want to take this one. They can easily leapfrog over Flower Mound and take over first place in district.
Yeah, especially when they won the prior game that they played earlier in the season at Flower Mound 4-0. I mean, that's basically Flower Mound's only flaw, as you said. That's their only loss.
And in that game, a key star that was missing for Hebron, Kaylee Rivera, she was playing for the Puerto Rican U17 team in the CONCACAF Gold Cup.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great game, as you said. And as I was going to say, you know, this team, this Flower Mound team, that was their one loss, and Hebron has yet to lose a game in full time. I mean, they've let to use that in district play. So, I mean, it's going to be a good one here tonight on Teacher Appreciation Night.
Yep, Friday night here at Hebron, and standing next to you, can't ask for a better night than that.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night between these two teams. It should be a fun one. And, you know, I wanted to bring up some key players of this this Flower Mound team here. I mean, as I talked about, Jalen Chaney and Bella Larson combined for 27 of the team's 63 goals. And Bella Larson just Tuesday night bagged 4 goals for them, and they're 8-1 thrashing of Plano East. So, I mean, that's going to be a key player if they expect to do anything in this game, because last game they couldn't even score a goal against this Hebron team.
Right, and then 2 other people that Flower Mound are going to be looking for, the ones that are passing in the ball, the 2 people who lead the team in assists, that would be Haley Peak and Ali Pinto. Peak with 18 assists and Pinto with 12 assists.
I mean, yeah, you just think about it. This whole team, I mean, they have stars all over the field. They just couldn't put it together against Hebron the last time out. I mean, they're going to have to do something here, because they lose this game. There's almost no way for them to get back into first place in district unless somehow Hebron just started losing games. And one thing Hebron hasn't done this year is lose games in district play. So, I mean, they have to win this game.
And that 4-goal thrashing in the previous match, it almost kind of felt like an anomaly, because Flower Mound has done an amazing job of keeping the ball out of their own net. They have a goal differential of 53. They've scored 63 on the season and have only allowed 13. That's an amazing stat for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how you can play so good against all these teams. And even Marcus, they beat Marcus earlier in the year. I mean, you have to think about it. I mean, Marcus won the state championship last year. I mean, all these LSD schools are very good. So to lose 4-0 to that team, you think, oh, it's got to hurt. It's got to hurt, and they're going to have to come out better this game if they want to show up, especially because, as we speak of, not only does it have district implications, this is going into the playoffs soon. We know all these LISD schools are going to be doing very good in the playoffs.
And Hebron struggled in their last game. It was a 1-0 win versus a very beatable Plano team. So Flower Mound is going to want to capitalize on a potential weakness that Hebron has showed in that last game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something to look forward to in this one as Bella Larson gets ready to go right here at the center of the field here.
These Hebron players are hyped. They're dancing.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight. All the implications on the line. You think playoff implication, all this kind of stuff. It should be very fun. I mean, you have to think about it. This game matters for more than one reason. Yeah, the standings, yes, but it matters to beat good teams. You want to beat good teams when you go into the playoffs, and this is going to have to be a big game for both sides as Bella Larson gets us started here tonight.
Yeah, like you said, this is going to be a big resume win for either team, whoever comes out on top. This is going to show going into the playoffs we deserve to be here.
As Flower Mound maintains possession early. Yeah, as you spoke of, this Flower Mound team does not give up a lot of goals, so that 4 goals they gave up to Hebron was just kind of not normal for them.
And Flower Mound is missing a big player. Addison Huber, their goalkeeper, out for this season with an ACL injury. So it is up to the freshman goalkeeper, number 29, Madeline Cantrell.
As Hebron's on the move here, and this ball is loose for her. Cuts through as the Hawks, and that's an attempt, and it's just kicked away on the line. My goodness, what a save there. Early in this game, Hebron getting chances right off the bat, just a minute in.
Great defensive awareness there by Audrey Varney there.
Yeah, and Chloe Nugent almost got the first goal of the game a minute in for the Hawks. That would have just gave all the momentum in the Hawks' favor in this big one here tonight.
And I think already early, just like you said, a minute in, the momentum is already on Hebron's side.
Is this early corner kick here? As this ball is whipped in here. Inside, it's just not even that good of a corner kick here early, but already some good momentum for the Hawks, something to build on for them. As Madeline Cantrell is trying to get things quick here for the Jags. Trying to get it out of their side of the field. They don't want to give up a goal early. Don't want to go down early in a big game. As this ball has been through, it just bounces off the leg of Larson. She decided to just kick it down the field here. That one looks like it's just going to roll out of play here, and the Jags just going to give it the free throw.
And I think Hebron is going to want to capitalize on the inexperience of Cantrell. She's obviously, like we said, a freshman, so they're just going to want to get shots on goals on this inexperienced goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something to look forward to in this one. Sides as Destiny picks that one up here. Up Honda. She's the senior goalkeeper for them. She's played most of the games for them. She's started pretty much all the district games for them. Other than a couple against the Plano schools. Kind of calmed down a little bit early here the first couple minutes after their first quick attempt there by the Hawks.
Yeah, early fireworks, but now things are starting to settle, and both teams trying to feel each other out, see what they've got.
As the Hawks trying to move this ball down the side of the field. But there's nothing there. There's two Flower Mound players right down the side of the field there. Some good coverage. As this be a goal kick.
And like you said before, Marcus winning the state championship last week, these three powerhouses in LISD, Marcus, Hebron, and Flower Mound, these teams are excellent for LISD.
Yeah, you have to love it to have such good programs in almost every sport, too. There's always good programs in all the ones here in LISD, but these women's soccer teams are just absolutely amazing. And, I mean, 2 state championships in the past 4 years for this LISD schools. And then you got to go back even just 10 years for all 3 schools to have a state championship here. As now Hebron seem to have more of the possession, but Flower Mound looks to work off the counterattack here as they move through the middle of the field. She whips this one in, has Bella Larson over the middle, and here we go. And here's a chance here. Larson's got some space. She tries to kick it in, but it just rolls too far off her foot.
That was a great opportunity there by Flower Mound, but good defensive positioning there by the Hawks.
Yeah, way to close that one out there. Oh, and they're going to call – it's going to be offsides here anyways, but early you got to see Bella Larson getting her action into the game, and, you know, they're going to need her tonight.
Yep, like you said, Bella Larson, 17 goals on the season. She leads the team in goals. The next closest player is 10 goals in Jalen Cheney.
Yeah, both of them. A lot of scoring for this Jags team. So the Hawks try to work through the middle here. They're giving her a lot of space. She tries to get the ball through here, but can't find an open player as that ball is just kicked out there. It will be Flower Mound ball. Couple of chances on both sides. Neither side able to cash in so far.
Yep, good chances on both sides here. Looking to see which team makes the first mistake and which team can capitalize on that mistake.
It's Bella Larson trying to get her team to move the ball up the field. It's a nice header there, but there doesn't seem to be anybody working towards that ball. And Hebron's just going to say, get that out of here, as they're going to try to maintain possession to the middle of the field here. And as you spoke of, they don't have Jordan Hill tonight. They're leading goal scorer, but they're looking to make a chance here, trying to go up the field, but can't find the pass. But as you spoke of earlier, Jordan Hill, leading goal scorer, not on the team because of reasons of her being at the USA National Development Team this past week.
Right, and talking with Coach Robert Vaughn, and some other names he gave us were Lily Weiss, the sophomore defender, as well as Zoe Trenchard and Tati Diaz. They're looking to make some big plays in this one. Zoe Trenchard against Plano, she had the only goal of the night in that one.
See if she's going to strike in back-to-back games, but also you got to look out for Tati Diaz. She's come up clutch too a couple of times in the absence of Jordan Hill, even the game prior to that Plano game on Tuesday. As this ball is moved outside, Hebron seems to be maintaining most of the possession here early. Move slowly. You got Larson over the top. Look to see what they want to do here. Kind of slowed down here by the Jags, but that ball is almost given away there. But luckily, Sawyer is able to move that one back through the middle. She has some open space now. She tries to find an open hole, but Bella Larson's not going to be able to get to that one.
That was a good idea there, trying to get Larson open, but just too much power on that pass.
Going to be a lot of that tonight. They love to go to her. As we already spoke, she's got 17 goals on the year.
And in that Hebron defense, a key name is out. Tessa Areola, the junior defender, and Texas A&M commit. She is out with a leg injury tonight.
Yeah, plenty of good commits on this team. You look all around the world, you got Chloe Nugent, who's already committed to the University of Michigan, and as you spoke of, Leah Thompson committed to West Virginia. So, I mean, we got some big schools here for this Hebron Hawks team.
Yep, D1 commits all across this Hebron roster.
So this thrown here by Kaylee Rivera, who you spoke of earlier for her being in the U17 for Puerto Rico. And that Gold Cup they have there. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I mean, being U17 and getting to play for your national team, I mean, that's got to be an awesome thing, especially at that young of an age.
Absolutely. Getting to play for your national team, regardless of what it is really, is an incredible accomplishment for anyone.
This ball kind of just kicked down the field. Trying to look if it's going to roll out. Chloe Nugent just kicks it down there, but luckily Fireman just lets it roll out as Chloe Nugent did try to recover that one, but just didn't really have anyone down there, so she's basically just chasing an empty ball. Fireman's going to try to maintain possession. I mean, you've seen the Hawks have had plenty of possession in this game. Fireman's not had much possession. They've kind of worked off the counterattack most of the times, yet to maintain long possessions and make plays off of it.
Right. Hebron has definitely had more possessions than Flower Mound, but both teams have definitely had an equal amount of chances in this one so far.
Flower Mound's pass is just a little bit too weak so far early in this one. So this one's kicked up to Bella Larson. This ball's through here. It's going to be a nice little open space here. She tries to give the through ball, but Hebron shuts that one down.
It was a good play there by Flower Mound. They had an open player there trying to get another counterattack here.
As Larson brings the ball up the field. Larson shoots from center. Couldn't find anybody, but it kicks around, and there's a Flower Mound player down in the box to see if they want to call anything. The ref says no, and Hebron's going to bring the ball right back up the field. She tries to go long ball, but can't find that through ball there to Chloe Nugent.
That play looked like a foul in the box, but no call from the referee there.
Ref letting it go early. So this ball's moved in here by Stenning. Stenning shoots and can't find the net. Lucy Stenning did have a goal in the last game, and that 8-1 thrashing. Almost everyone had a goal, it would feel like.
It felt like it.
And that 8-1 win against Plano East earlier in the week. As we're just 10 minutes into this one. Both sides kind of creating a little bit of chances. No one able to find the back of the net yet. Hebron came close with almost a minute in. Chloe Nugent almost had one roll past the line.
Yep, both of these teams have kept the goalkeepers active. For Hebron, Destiny Apodaca, the senior, and, of course, for Flower Mound, the freshman, Madeline Cantrell.
Move this side for Rivera again for the Hawks. They worked through her a lot so far in this one. Bit of a tackle there, but no call once again as the Lady Jags will try to work through that on the counterattack through the middle of the field now.
They're going quickly now.
Bella Larson tries to get that ball, but Hawks defense steps up once again. They've done a good job really closing that ball off and not letting Bella Larson get into space and make something happen so far tonight. Kick through again, and Hebron's just going to maintain possession on this one as it just rolls back to the Hawks defense. Kick through again, another long ball attempt. Sally Pinto works to the middle of the field, tries to find Larson once again down the side. Hawks trying to let it roll out, almost not able to. You see what they want to call here. They're going to give her the corner kick. That's a great play there by Larson to force the corner kick.
And it was a good pass there by Ali Pinto. That's what she does best, passing. She has 12 assists on the season, and she set up that play to get a corner kick here for the Jags.
I mean, yeah, you gotta love that pass, and then Bella Larson, the aggressiveness to get down the field and force Hebron to have to kick that ball out and not let Bella Larson create anything out of it. So it's going to be the first corner of the night for the Lady Jags.
First big opportunity here for the Jags.
Yeah, definitely, as we're just 11 minutes into this one. This ball's whipped in here. Tries to find the back post, and it does!
Goodness.
What a bounce in! Oh, my goodness. First goal of the night, 11 minutes in for the Lady Jags, and they take the early 1-0 lead.
Unbelievable header there.
how the tides have changed. Last time they couldn't find a goal, and now they find one in the first 11 minutes of the game. Looks like Jalen Channing finds her 11th goal of the year on the back post with that beautiful header.
Coach Softpost for Flower Mound is super happy about that play. Great positioning there for Flower Mound.
Jalen Channing gets her 11th goal of the year as Flower Mound goes up 1-0 in this huge LISD matchup. My goodness, it almost looked like that ball whipped in there by Flower Mound wasn't going to lead into anything, but it kind of just bounced on through, and Jalen Channing was able to get a head on it and just took a nice little ricochet into the net.
You're absolutely right about that one.
As now Hebron just kicks the ball out of play here, and all of a sudden we have went from kind of just a slow start, couple of good chances on both sides, and that one corner created that chance. As you said, their biggest chance of the game, and they cashed in on it.
Yep, their first chance, and they cashed in. That's what you want out of this game if you're the Jags.
Yeah, last time out they didn't score a goal, and now they're scoring a goal 10 minutes in.
As you look at the replay here, just right there, perfectly placed there by Chaney.
Yeah, just on that back post. Hebron can't let that ball bounce through and get to Jalen Chaney's leg there, and it kind of just bounces off her and it goes in.
Yeah, you got to clear that one if you're the Hebron defense. Chaney was just perfectly placed right there by the back post.
So you can see Larson trying to work the ball through the middle now for the Jags. They're slowing it down here as Dukes kind of moves the ball back to the middle of the field, and the Jags will try to reset through the back. Momentum shifting so far in this one.
Yes, correct. Like you said, now Flower Mound can play with less pressure. Now they can play the kind of game they want to. They have the lead, and they can do what they want now.
So the Hawks are trying to build off the center of the field here. And now we have some open space for the Hawks here, but they decided to just slow this one down. You've been trying to work through the middle of the field a lot so far tonight. Not so much on the sides of the field, but they're working through the middle a lot, which is a lot harder, but if they can create some chances, as they might have here, but looks like goalkeeper there, Cantrell, will make the easy play and pick that one up.
Could have been a potentially dangerous ball in the air there, but cleanly fielded there by Cantrell.
Yeah, they're working through the middle of the field a lot, which is definitely the harder thing to do. But if you can get something in there, the chances are way more quality than if you're working through the sides and working on the balls that are whipped in.
Absolutely.
As now this ball is worked to the sides of the field. Kind of two different strategies. Flower Mound's kind of working through the sides to the middle. Hebron's working directly through the middle most of the time. So slow this one down off to the side.
And it's worked for Hebron in the past, attacking the middle. They're hoping it can work this time around.
Do try to go down the field here, but can't find Chloe Nugent, who is their captain for tonight's game. Recognized just earlier on their Twitter page. She's a vital part of this team. I mean, you're going to the University of Michigan in your future. I mean, clearly a good player, good leader. You have to love it.
Yes, replacing the common everyday captain, Jordan Hill. She's one of the people that will try to fill in the role that she has on this team. She is a very integral part of this Hebron team.
Yeah, and filling an absence like Jordan Hill isn't easy, but if there's anybody on this Hawks team that could do it, it would definitely be her. Jags get this ball back into play here. Just 15 minutes in, and as we spoke of, just 3 minutes ago, Jalen Channing got her 11th goal of the year and gave Flower Mound the early 1-0 lead. Now Flower Mound's going to work back up the field here. Not the greatest ball. Jags have to go back for it. So now the Hawks will maintain possession. They're still maintaining most of the possession here tonight.
Right. Hebron is definitely dominating on possessions, but Flower Mound just capitalized on that huge opportunity they had in the corner.
So this ball's whipped into the center here, and Cantrell looks like she's going to have an easy time picking this one up. She decides to just let it roll on through, and it still will be a goal kick. Flower Mound will get possession back. And yeah, Flower Mound hasn't had much possession, but they capitalize off their chances. Hebron's yet to make a chance in the last 10 minutes, you could say, because other than their first couple chances and that early chance they had, they haven't really created much so far.
Looks like Maddie Martinez has come into the game for the Hawks here.
Yeah, Maddie Martinez comes in up at the midfielder. She's a sophomore, great player here as this ball's worked through.
She's had a few big goals here in the past for Hebron this season.
Ball's worked through the back once again. Flower Mound able to retain possession, see if they want to do something, but that ball is just cleared away by this defense on Hebron's side. Has been pretty good most of the night. I mean, you know, the corner's really the only good chance Flower Mound's really had all game. I mean, it's just one little thing, and, things can happen like that quickly in soccer, but, I mean, most of the time, if you have lockdown defense most of the night, you're only going to give up one goal a game, and if they can keep this way, Farmingham's going to have trouble working their way down the field. Hebron's just got to start creating chances.
Right, like you said, Hebron's defense has definitely felt very stout. It's just that one mistake they had.
As now the Jags are moving, and this ball's through the center, and that one kicks off the post, and it ricochets in. Is that Bella Larson? Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. I believe that is her, and she might have had just her 18th goal of the season, and that's 2 goals in the first 16 minutes for the Jags.
Wow. This is a flip the script from the first game for Flower Mound.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, 2 goals that quick. Oh, my. You just have to, they don't score a goal the last time they played Hebron, and now all of a sudden they got 2 in the first 14 minutes.
Couldn't have dreamt of a better start here for Flower Mound, as off the post and in, an unlucky bounce there from Hebron. As we were just talking about, their defense has been stout, and they let another goal slip in.
Yeah, the 2 women we talked about earlier in the game for Flower Mound was Jalen Chaney and Bella Larson, and they got the first 2 goals of the night for them, as Bella Larson gets her 18th and Jalen Chaney gets her 11th.
They are the top leading goal scorers on Flower Mound for a reason, and we just saw it right there.
Yeah, and you can't, as we saw in that replay just now, you can't give Bella Larson that much space. That's too much space for her to work in. And, when you're that quality of a goal scorer, it's just too much space for her. She can find any corner. As you saw, she basically placed that perfectly. The goalie has no chance if that's ricocheting off the post and in.
Yeah, like you said, there's really nothing you can do as a goalkeeper but just watch and hope that it goes out.
Now, all of a sudden, Farmhound's up 2-0, not even 20 minutes into the first half. 2 goals. It's a lot in a game like this. You're not going to get many goal-scoring opportunities when both of these teams are really good. And, coming back from 2 goals in soccer is already hard. And when you're playing a team as good as Flowermont, it's going to be a challenge for Hebron in this one.
In the words of Michael Scott, how the turntables. A shutout in the last game for the Jags, and now up 2-0 against the team that beat them.
You think about it, it's not like Flowermont's playing at home right now. This is at Hebron, at their place. So, you're taking momentum, and it's kind of just quiet down this whole game, and the atmosphere is lower for Hebron here tonight.
Absolutely. In hostile environment. This is very impressive from the Lady Jags here.
Ball worked through the middle again, as you can see Bella Larson, who's all over the field. She's definitely their striker and their number 1 player, but you'll see her work through the middle as she's going after balls right now, and she works through the middle, the sides. She tries to go through the middle, down the sides. She basically does everything for this team.
Right, she is the Mrs. Everything for this Lady Jags team.
Hebron might have a counter chance right here through the middle. As Jukes gives that ball off to the side of the field.
Hebron should look to just chip something into the box, look for a good opportunity, as they do here.
They try to, but Farmount right now, their back line is holding strong, not really letting any balls get through so far early. It's going to be a foul here on Hebron, and will be maintain possession here for the Jags.
And I think that's what you got to look for here for your Hebron. Just try and get the ball into the box, look for an opportunity. What's been going on for Hebron hasn't been working, trying to cut through the middle. Just now at this point, just look for create opportunities if you can.
Yeah, they're going to have to, because this Flowermont defense right now is stifling. They haven't found anything through as they work down the sides, and there it is again, the Flowermont defense just kind of forcing throw-ins, all this kind of stuff. Hawks haven't been able to create much other than that first chance there by Chloe Nugent, as she's now about to take the throw-in.
This can be a potentially good chance for Hebron if they can get it in the box.
As Nugent tries to lay it into the center there. Can't find the head of a Hawks player. This one just kicked out. Bella Larson can't get to it. It'll be another throw-in for Nugent. She works down the side, but the Jags once again get this ball through. It'll kick up, see if Larson can do anything with this. She can't. Hawks still able to get possession, which they have way more than Flowermound tonight, but as you can tell, that hasn't seemed to matter as Flowermound's up 2-0 early.
Absolutely. Hebron, like we've pointed out before, they have dominated the time of possession, but it has not mattered in this game. They have not been able to create chances. Flowermound, they've had a small number of chances, but on those chances, they have absolutely capitalized.
As Lily Wise tries to kick this one down the field here for the Hawks, but it's not able to, and it will be a Flowermound throw-in. Just what a start. 10 minutes in, Flowermound's up 2-0. Hebron's got a lot to come back from. 2 goals. When you're this dominant of a team so far, you haven't lost in full time. once in district play. I mean, it's a hard thing to come back, and you're down your best player in Jordan Hill. I mean, it's going to be a tough road here for the Hawks as they might have a chance here as they're trying to get possession once again. This one's just going to kind of recycle back in. If you have to be able to get through that Flower Mound back line. Flower Mound's given a lot of space, but their back line is holding strong.
Right, that's been the absolute key point here for Flower Mound as they chip it in.
As this one's hooked in here and might find the head, and that one bounces down, and there's the goal. Oh, my goodness, we speak of it, and Maddie Martinez gets the header on the ball right in the middle of the box. We're talking about that stifling defense for Flower Mound, and no one got a man on Martinez there.
The early substitute, Maddie Martinez, comes in, and she proves why she belongs on the field. And just like that, Hebron is back in it. They just needed that one chance, that one opportunity. They've got it. Now they're going to try and put themselves back into this game.
As the Olays rang through the stadium, and that's the first goal of the night for the Hawks. As we said, Maddie Martinez gets the head on that one right in the middle of the field. Middle of the box, that is.
High-scoring half. We are only 14 minutes in, and we've already seen 3 goals, and we could see another one here.
Bella Larson tries to find a pass through here. She can't, but it's going to be almost given straight back to her. And, yeah, 3 goals in 20 minutes. Oh, my goodness. I mean, yeah, the last one ended 4-0, but this one looks to be high scoring. And we were speaking of the JV games earlier, had, 3 goals combined out of the 2 of them, and those 3 goals came in the last 20 minutes of those. So it's been a little bit of a low-scoring night so far, but this varsity game, they got 3 goals to match in the first 21 minutes.
As we look at the replay here, kicked from near the 5-yard line, headed in there by Martinez. Great play there.
Yeah, just too much open space for her. You have to be able to get a girl on her there because, you're not able to lock her down. It's basically just a free header into the net there. There's not much the goalie can do when she's got that much open space to pick basically a corner. As Bella Larson trying to work through the middle here, shoots that one out from range, about 20 yards out there and almost finds the net, but can't hit on target.
And like we said on that goal by Martinez, that's how Hebron is going to get into this game. Just chip the ball back into the box, try and find an opportunity, and they capitalize on it right there.
Yeah, they've not been able to get many chances. You just got to get that ball in and try to create something. So we'll see if this game kind of slows down or we're going to keep up the high pace here in this first half as we're 22 minutes in. This one's 2-1 Flower Mound. 2 goals by Flower Mound as Larson had one just earlier, and Jalen Chaney got the first of the night, and then Maddie Martinez made it 2-1 just a couple minutes ago. Some good defense once again by Flower Mound. See if they want to whip this ball in once again. They do. Almost there, but it's down to the side of the field once again. That seems to be Maddie Martinez once again works that ball off to the sides. Find Chloe Nugent on the side of the field. Give and go here to Chloe Nugent. She tries to whip this one in. It's picked up here, and it's an open side. And what a play there. She picks the ball off from the Chloe Nugent shot. Maybe even was a pass, but she's able to bury it, and Hebron ties this one up 2-2 early.
And just like that, Hebron has tied it. They have tied it.
My goodness, what a start. We have 4 goals in the first 23 minutes.
And those issues that they had as Nugent is there, and who does she find? That is Molly Lundy, the senior midfielder committed to Seminole State.
I'm sure Seminole State's lucky to have her. She bags that one there for the Hawks, and we have 4 goals this quick, and it's 2-2 here in the best LISD matchup you could ever have right now as the both 2 top teams in the state are facing off.
And Chloe Nugent, she adds her 4th assist on the year.
Yeah, I couldn't even off the leg there. It kind of looked like she was maybe going for a shot there, maybe roll it into the corner, but it finds the leg there, as you said, of Molly Lundy, and she's able just to basically find an open net because the goalkeeper, Cantrell, as you said, the freshman, maybe a little unexperienced, kind of just tries to play it in the corner of the net there, but it's able to roll in and just basically a wide open net for Lundy.
And that's what it looked like on that play. Just the inexperience there by Madeline Cantrell showed. She seemed not to be ready for that. She seemed out of position.
Yeah, if you're a goalkeeper there, you kind of want to just stay in your position just in case if anything happens. You know that ball rolling in isn't really going to find a way in because you are able to get to the corner of the net there. She kind of just plays that one a little off. It's maybe, yeah, as you said, the inexperience for her being a freshman, and her junior goalkeeper, Addison Huber, is injured and she's out for the season. So she's going to have to step up big here this season as if Farmham wants to make a run and go for a second state championship in 5 years.
It was the 7th goal of the season on the year for right there for Molly Lundy.
2-2 And we just have just a little bit under 20 minutes left here in this first half. I mean, high pace. You would think that a game like this is maybe just a little bit shut down defense and try to get maybe 1 or 2 goals and maybe win this one 1-0 or 2-1. But we have 4 goals in the first 24 minutes. You can't ask for much more here on LSMN Game of the Week.
It seems like Hebron decided to flip the switch on this one. That was unbelievable, that the way they bounced back so quickly and so confidently.
Yeah, you would think, okay, Flower Mound's got a 2-goal lead. They're going to hold this one tight with their great defense and kind of just keep it 2-0. But Hebron's able to fight back and even this one up as Flower Mound might have a chance here for Jalen Chaney once again down the left side of the field.
What a save!
And it's bounced off, but it goes straight back to her, and she just roofs it over the top of the net. Oh, my goodness. Jalen Chaney, the 11 goals on the season, has one tonight and just can't find the back of the net there.
Great, amazing save there by Destiny Apodaca. One-on-one there. And she makes an unreal save.
We're going to have Jalen Chaney down on the field here. You don't want to see that. She's got 11 goals, the second most on the team.
There's a save by Apodaca, and then the rebound chance by Chaney. Seems to get clipped in the back of the leg there.
Yeah, you got to love the save. You got to love the effort. She's kind of just roofs that one over the top, but she looks to be okay. That's good for the Flower Mound side. They're going to need her this game and definitely the rest of the season. But yeah, a big save. You want to keep momentum with your Hawks, and that's a huge save there.
Yes, that's how you keep momentum on your side. A huge save there.
Well, quick start. I mean, this is back and forth, if anything, right now, and it's just great to see. This is a great matchup. 2 top teams in the state. 3 and 4 respectively, even 2 and 3 depending on where you look for your state rankings right now. I mean, this is basically the best matchup you're going to get, especially in district play.
Absolutely, and this is why we came here. High scoring, big time game. This is exactly the game you kind of want.
Yeah, it's a great matchup for LSMN Game of the Week as Hebron makes a few subs here. As Zoe Trenchard comes in. And Rivera comes in, and then Radia comes in for the Hawks as they sub in 3 players here, trying to get some fresh legs with 14 minutes to go here in the first half.
Zoe Trenchard, the one and only goal against Plano, and Hannah Gradia, the Pitt State senior defender.
So this ball's kind of moved in here to Lucy Stenning, but not able to find a leg as Hebron tries to work back up the field, tries to go with this long pass. Farmount's having none of that, but it does ricochet back to Nugent. She can't find anybody, excuse me. And then move to the left side of the field here. Flowermont's trying to get possession through the middle. Can't find anything. Tries to quick give and go. Yeah, both sides working down the field here. And another chance for Hebron. Some open space now. She cuts in, kind of runs into 3 Flowermont defenders. That one's closed off quick. See what Flowermont wants to do now.
That back line, again, great stop there. Prevented the potentially dangerous chance there for the Hawks.
So this one's whipped in here. You can see Larson on that outside. You can't let her get through. She almost does, and that's a good play there by the Hebron Hawks to kind of just roll that one out. You can't risk anything when you have her running down the middle of the field.
Yeah, Bella Larson is the last player you want to see with a potential chance there. Good clearance by the Hawks defense, but it'll be a corner kick here. This is the same corner that Flower had their first goal in. Hebron is definitely going to want to protect that back post.
As we saw, Jalen Chaney was the one that got her head on the first one of the night. As you said, second corner. See if they want to capitalize 2 times on the corner. See if Hebron does anything different defensively. Can't let that ball get to the back post. It's the last thing if you want as the defensive team on a corner kick. This ball whipped in to the back post once again. Nobody's there, and that ball's loose, and it goes off the crossbar. And then almost headed back in, and a great play there just to kind of slow things down. As it is offsides, but oh my goodness, off the crossbar. That's insane. That's 2 corners and 2 amazing chances for Flower Mound.
Unbelievable. Hebron was protecting that back post, and nearly another one. As we see here, Apodaca with that second chance save.
And Apodaca does get up a little stiff here. We'll see if she's okay. She's been the leading goalkeeper for her. Seems to kind of just been, she's okay now, it looks to be. That's good because they're going to need her.
The second goalie for Hebron is junior Lyra Adamaski.
kind of slowed down here. The clock is stopped. Ref waiting to blow his whistle to get this one back rolling. Oh my goodness, the chances are reigning supreme. I mean, you have to say, 2 goals each side, but plenty of chances on both sides. And this one's starting quick here early. And when you go into a game like this, as you can see, this ball whipped in. That was the goal earlier there by Maddie Martinez.
Excellent find there on that play. Maddie Martinez excellently positioned.
Yeah, that was their first goal of the night. Both sides, you're coming into this corner kicks, reigning supreme, balls whipped in, creating chances, but even you got the counterattack chances on both sides. We'll see what the ref wants to do here. I think he's kind of just let him play, run back in here, just give him the ball off here. And we're back underway here with just a little bit over 12 minutes and change. 2-2 in this one. I'm trying to find the ball down the side. Almost able to get a leg, and Hebron's just going to let that one roll out. It should be a goal kick here for the Hawks. Hawks just whip this one down the field once again. And a great play there by Flower Mound to keep possession. This one is kicked down the field, but they will be retained here by the Jags. This one kicked, and it kind of just goes to an open space, and now the Hawks have a chance to make something happen as there's plenty of space in the middle. Down the side of the field here, that is Molly Lundy, who whips one in from deep, and that one's up, and it's a great grab there by Cantrell. Almost falls back into her own net, but a good grab. That shot there by Lundy, trying to find her second of the night.
Great grab there by Cantrell. It was in the makings of something that could turn into a goal there from Hebron. Great stop there from Cantrell.
Yeah, and things, early Hebron, the first 10 minutes, couldn't find a single chance, and now both sides trading blows.
As you see, that was from the 20-yard line, and Cantrell with a good leaping stop.
This ball's whipped in here to the center. That one kind of just kicked off the leg, tried to create a chance. Can't find anything there. Is Zoe Trenchard. Forward, as you said, her only goal of the season coming last one against Plano in that 1-0 victory. So definitely an important goal, get the win out of the way. And you kind of said they kind of sluggish in that one, playing a Plano school that they definitely should handle, and they weren't really able to do much against them, only that one goal.
Yeah, and in that first 10 minutes, they looked like how they did in that Plano game, giving up 2 goals. They looked very errant-prone, but ever since then, this has looked like the Hebron team that we have come to know.
So now Hebron will get a free kick from the 30-yard line on the football field, 40 yards out of the net. This one's whipped in, sees if it finds anybody, and it can't. Bunch of open space. Tries to find the run on the back post, but Hawks not able to find anything.
Great idea there by the Hawks, but just could not capitalize on that one.
As there is now 10 minutes left here in this first half. Very exciting half so far. There's now 2 subs coming for the Hawks.
Tati Diaz and Ansley Beer are coming in. Ansley Beer, a commit to Lamar University.
Yeah, actually both sisters, Ansley Beer and JC Beer, are both going to Lamar University, so you're going to have 2 sisters there going to the same university. That's going to be great to play with your sister for not only all of high school, but all of college as well.
Absolutely. And Diaz, the senior midfielder, a commit to McKenzie State.
Tries to get possession back. Haven't had much of it in this game, but definitely created their own chances. But Hawks really dominating the last 5 minutes here. Well, this one's just whipped back here to Hannah Delay, Well, just working it through the back. We're trying to slow things down here. As Lily Wise is working one-on-one. It's kind of a scary thing to be working one-on-one with a goal scorer like that up front for Flower Mound.
A name we have not heard much from Hebron, Layla Thompson, the junior midfielder going to West Virginia. Look for her to make her name known in the second half, or maybe even in these last 8 minutes that we have here.
It's going to be a big 8 minutes. Neither side wants to go down going into halftime, see how they want to play it. As Flower Mound's trying to create a chance here off the counterattack. You have Bella Larson open in the middle of the field, trying to see if they want to give a ball through. That one ricochets off the back, but still finds Larson's leg. She tries to comes back and makes some open spaces. This one's kind of just rolled in there by Lucy Stenning, but she can't find anyone. That one's just kicked out to the side, and now Hebron's able to move this ball out of play here, and it will be a throw-in for the Jags.
And like you said earlier, neither team wants to give up a goal here. Just go into halftime 2-2, basically a 0-0 game coming out for the second half. Let's just restart and try to redo what we did correctly in that first half and correct what we did incorrectly.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely don't want to go down in a game like this. I mean, high stakes on the line. Basically, you win this, you're basically winning district. Marcus is kind of out of it. Couple losses to Hebron and Flower Mound, and then not able to pick it up wins in the second half of district. So it's basically down to Hebron or Flower Mound to win this district, and this game's practically going to decide it.
Yes, this is a must-win for both teams. Could potentially decide district, could potentially decide seeding in UIL. This is a humongous game for both teams.
As things have kind of slowed down here. I mean, you had these last about 10 minutes here have been basically a lot of defense, not a lot of chances created on either side. Both sides, as you said, maybe just playing to keep it a draw. Don't want anything negative to happen going into halftime. You want to kind of have the fresh slate, as you said. As now Bella Larson's trying to work through. She kicks this one off to the side. Oh, able to find an open Lady Jag as she works to the side of the field here. See if she wants to get the ball through. Does shoot, but it's an easy save there for the Hawks.
A great save there by Apodaca, trying to keep the Hawks in this game for these last 6 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, Apodaca has made some huge saves so far tonight. I mean, yeah, it's 2 goals you've given up, but you've made some huge saves to maybe make sure it's not 4-2 or something going into halftime.
Right, this lead could be much, much bigger for the Jags if it were not for Apodaca.
So that one's just cleared out. It will be a throw-in here for the Lady Jags with 6 minutes left in this first half.
As you see here on the replay, it was Ali Pinto with the shot there and saved. Great save by Apodaca.
So this one's just rolled through in the corner. And it will be a throw-in for the Hawks. Down on the field, you can see number 2 there. Lucy Senning hasn't done much tonight, but had a goal in the last game. Another forward that works with Bella Larson. They're kind of a good combo together, kind of complement each other in different ways.
Right, Stenning 7 goals on the season, looking to add to her totals in this game. Huge game.
Both sides as we go in for another throw-in here. I mean, you got to like it. 2 quick goals for Plymouth, then Hebron answers 2 right back as they work through the bottom. Tries to find some open space. Kind of looked like that second goal of the night that Bella Larson had, but not able to find a leg this time as the Hawks try to work off the counterattack.
They got numbers, but cleared away there by the Flower Mound defense.
Able to find another Hawk leg, and now they have some open space to work with down the left side of the field. As this one's kicked up the field here to Maddie Martinez. She tries to roll this one back in, not able to find anybody, but the Jags kind of just kicking it back to the Hawks here. So that's a nice move there by Ainsley Beer. But again, they give it up straight back to the Jags. They're trying to just kick this ball away, the Jags are, but not able to find some open space to work with. As now Maddie Martinez is working down the side, but that one's just going to be cleared out there by Sire. As just under 5 minutes are rolling through. As Marcy Morshoni comes in, the junior forward for Hebron. Probably rolling in more, working those forwards through as they don't have Jordan Hill tonight, as we've spoke of. Doing a good job trying to reset this play. Roll this one back here.
Cleared out there by Hannah Gurdia, trying to reset. Let's get it right. Turned over here by Hebron, though.
Tries to find the Bella Larson down the field. Not able to find anything. As you can see, Farmon, of course, going to her a lot. She leads the team in scoring. Got her 18th goal of the year. I mean, they've worked through her most of the night. They've created a lot of chances out of her. And when they don't work through her, they work through Jalen Chaney, who had the first goal of the night for the Lady Jags.
Right, and Farmount adding to their season total as here, this going back to that save by Madeline Cantrell, potentially dangerous shot from Maddie Martinez, but easily stopped there.
As the Jags kind of just roll this one back after trying to work through the middle of the field. So this one's just cleared out by Hebron again. Farmount does have a lot more possession here in the last 5 minutes. Not able to really create any chances, though, as the Hawks have had some great defense.
Right. It's felt like it's been in the Hebron side of the field much more in this second half of the first half.
Yeah, but right now, Flower Mound containing that possession, kind of working slowly down the side of the field. Not able to create many chances. They had that one earlier, but it was a good save by Abadaka to keep it a 2-2 soccer game. See what the Jags want to do here with this throw-in. See if they want to work to the baseline once again. I don't think they're going to find anybody, though, and the Hawks have an easy clear. Straight back out to a Jags player, though. Let's work to the side of the field. They have some open space now. See if they want to whip this ball in. Not able to find some space there, and it's kind of just kicked out there by the Jags.
Yeah, it was a good idea there by the Jags, trying to get a late goal here in the first half, but was just stifled out by that Hebron defense.
Yeah, and I mean, this first half, kind of fireworks right out of the gate. Had some chances for Hebron, and then Flower Mound answers right back, and then Hebron's able to answer right back with 2 more, and it's a 2-2 soccer game. And now in these last 14 minutes or so, nothing's really been happening. I mean, not many chances as this ball's whipped into the middle of the field. As Bella Larson tries to chase this one down on the opposite side of the field. So you can see that aggression. That's one of the great things about Bella Larson. She'll fight through anything, as there will be Hawks throwing, though.
Yeah, that aggression from Larson is one of those things that Flower Mound coach Stapos loves about his team.
Yeah, and I mean, we got the chance, I mean, in our overtime, which is our segment where we create a show about basically your sports center for LISD sports, and we got to talk to both of these teams. I mean, you Stapos and then Coach Vaughn. I mean, you have to both these teams, very quality programs, both very good teams. If you want to learn more about them, you got to check out our overtime episode. But yeah, you spoke to them as the Hawks side, and then our own Jake Hollis got to speak to the Flower Mound side. So I mean, both these teams very good. They got good coaching. I mean, they've been good for a while. So both these programs very good.
Yep, absolutely.
As this one's just rolled out here, and it will be a late throw in for Flower Mound as we tick down to the final minute of the first half. As the first goal of the night coming from Jalen Chaney, it was her 11th goal of the season off the header, and then Bella Larson's 18th goal of the year. The first 2 goals scored for Flower Mound, and then Hebron tied this one straight back up to make it a 2-2 game, as Maddie Martinez got herself a goal as well as that finished goal there on the Hebron Hawks side to make it a 2-2 game.
Right, and going into halftime, I don't think that these two coaches would honestly be upset about their team's performance. There was a lot to like by both teams, Flower Mound and Flower Mound and Hebron. Just a few things that each team can correct, but overall, I'd say these coaches have to be happy with the way their teams performed.
I'm sure the fans love the 2-2, the 2 goals on both sides, but these coaches want strong defense and want this game to slow down and try to create little chances off that. They don't really want this high-scoring affair to be a 6-5 game. They probably like that this game has calmed down a little bit. As we tick down to the final seconds here of this first half, and that will do it. It's a 2-2 game, as Flower Mound scores the first 2 goals of the game early, but Hebron's able to come right back and tie this one up 2-2. Any closing thoughts in this half, Alex?
Just fireworks to begin it, and then defensive battle to end it. It's looking forward to what we're going to see in the second half.
Yep, and we'll be right back here on LSMN Game of the Week for that second half. Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of LSMN Overtime. I'm Brendan Selke, that's Alex Salazar, and we have some playoff basketball updates to bring you, as well as catching you up on the latest soccer highlights.
Yes, we do, so let's get started with some playoff basketball highlights. Tuesday night, Louisville faced off against Dallas Jesuit in the regional quarterfinals, with a game against Keller awaiting the winner. Louisville started off with some good defense from Colby Springs, finished off with some jelly by A.J. McPeters. Later, Springs would get this sweet baby hook shot to go. The Farmers relied on Springs as he had a nice drive later. And later it would be Springs again who showed off his passing as he found Max Hinman under the basket, who got a layup despite some tough defense. Jesuit ended the half with this unbelievable full-court shot to make the score 36-33, as the Jesuit student section went absolutely insane. Out of the break, Rakai Crawford showed off his move with this sweet step-back three. Springs continued to dominate in the paint with this wraparound layup, and later Landon Brown got this tough and-one basket to fall, and Louisville would hold on to win 63-59. Some other matches that happened: the Colony defeated WT White 61-59. Previewing some of the matches we have, the Colony men's basketball will play Longview Friday at 6 p.m. at the Curtis Colwell Center, and Louisville will play against Keller at the Wilkerson Greens Activity Center at 6 p.m.
And let me tell you, I'm really excited about that Colony matchup. I mean, I got to talk to them earlier this year. They're a really good young team. I really think that this could be a year that they do something and make a long run in this one.
It's been an incredible season for the Colony.
Yep. And now, all district teams were announced for girls basketball this past week. In 6-6A, Hebron led the way with Paris Bradley winning MVP, along with Jordan Thomas and Micah Cooper being named co-offensive players of the year. Sydney Jones was also named the first team all district. Flower Mound had two first-team members in Caitlin Edmondson and Maya Bujak, with Addison Gray and Natalie Millwood making second-team all-district.
Elena Martin made first team for Marcus, with the Marauders adding Addison Rage and Kennedy Padaway to second team. Louisville's Elena Scott made first team, and on the second team for LHS was Armaya Amos Horsley and Micaiah Williams. For District 9 5A, Jaden Jackson and Jayla Jones represent the Colony on second team.
To wrap up our award talks for women's basketball, Lisa Branch took home the 6-6A Head Coach of the Year. Branch led the Lady Hawks to a 34-3 record with a perfect 14-0 record in district play. The Lady Hawks team made a run in the playoffs, going all the way to the fourth round before losing to Boswell 49-44. An amazing season for Coach Branch and the whole Lady Hawks squad. The guys team hasn't been released yet, but we will update you when we can.
Now let's move over to the soccer pitch, as there's plenty to cover from Tuesday night. The Hebron Hawks hosted the Plano Wildcats in one of the few games left in the regular season. Hebron came out swinging in the first half with a close shot from Tati Diaz, followed soon after by another close one from Chloe Nugent. Hebron ran into a bit of trouble with this foul from Layla Thompson, but soon they got their momentum back with this beautiful goal from Zoe Trinchard, assisted by Leah Simpson. Plano tried to retaliate with some of the shots of their own, but nothing stuck. Hebron took home the dub 1-0.
Now let's move over to Flower Mound as they faced off against Plano East. The game was off to a hot start for the Jaguars as Jalen Chaney bagged this goal, quickly followed by another goal scored by Lucy Stenning. After the aggressive play by the Panthers, it led to a goal for Payne Cooper, making it 2-1. Flower Mound answered right back, though, as Bella Larson got her first of the night underway as it gave the Jags a 2-goal cushion. Then right after, Larson added two more goals, one after another, giving her a hat trick right when halftime struck. The second half was a slower start with some stiff defense on both ends. The silence wouldn't last long as Allie Pinto scored from Audrey Varney's corner kick to put the Jags at 6 goals for the night. Larson added her fourth goal of the game late in this one, swiftly followed by a goal scored by Finley Norma. This ended the game 8-1 as Flower Mound demolished Plano East. Now let's recap the rest of the games from Tuesday night. Marcus tied Capel 0-0, while Louisville lost to Plano West 4-0. And then to wrap it up in 5A, the Colony beat Creekview 2-1. Then now let's preview those games from coming up on Friday night. Flower Mound will head into Hebron for a game with huge implications on LSMN Game of the Week. Marcus will keep fighting for a playoff spot against Plano West, and then Louisville will hope to get their first win of the year against Plano. And then finally, the Colony will face off against Newman Smith as they keep pursuing a top spot in district.
You know, that Flower Mound Hebron game, it's on LSMN Game of the Week for a reason. Whenever these two teams come together, you know something special is going to happen on that night.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a good game. The two programs are really good. It's a really good game. It's going to be, honestly, I'm really excited for it on Friday.
Yep, me too.
One young soccer player from Hebron is making big waves, but not just at school. Here's DJ Crichton with this week's Spotlight.
This week's Spotlight is Jordan Hill, a sophomore women's soccer player for Hebron. Last week, Hill was announced to be part of the Under-16 United States women's soccer team. She is one of 24 players that were selected by head coach Patch Toledo to take part in a development camp February 22nd through 29th. Hill has been amazing for Hebron as she tallied 20 goals on the season, averaging 2 goals per game for the Hawks. Most recently, she put up a hat trick against Louisville in a dominant 8-2 win over the Farmers. Look out for Hill to be the next best thing for Hebron as they try to win their first state championship since 2014. For LSMN Overtime, I'm DJ Kirkshin. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up after the break, we'll bring you a story on a great LISD matchup, as well as our first look on the baseball and softball season.
Once again, a little fake. Takes the shot, and it goes in. What a strike from the center of the field. Good work there by Rizzo. Great shot there. Finds the left corner. What a beautiful shot.
As we brought up before, Flower Mound will head over to Hebron in this week's LSMN Game of the Week, so we decided to take a bigger look at these two top teams in state.
Flower Mound and Hebron are going to clash for a top spot this Friday. I got to talk to them about it.
Obviously, when you play against good teams, you have to perform a higher level, and we're very fortunate that we get so many good games within our own district, and yes, it gives us motivation and to strive for excellence, and obviously to compete against a Hebron, a Louisville, and a Marcus. So, you know, we have to work a little bit harder every game we get on the field against those guys.
What we established, we wanted to be, you know, the top team in the area year after year.
Definitely a more competitive district, and I mean, these games are always tough. Every game you have to go in strong.
We work very hard every week, and no matter what happens, like who we play or what, like even if people are coming, like we work very hard, and we have the same mentality always that we have to come out hard and win.
In their preparations, the team finds something a little bit more.
I think being responsible, being a good, responsible player helps the team in so many ways. Just making sure I practice the right way, play the right way, and making sure that I'm always on top of my A game will help the team.
The team dynamic and how much I love all the players that we're with. I feel like I want to do good not just for myself, but for our team and our coach.
Intensity needs to be higher in practice. We know the game's going to be tougher, so we just have to go in with a better mindset, be ready to play the best we've played all year. So
we've been doing a lot more technical stuff and tactical training, and has improved us so much throughout the years. That helps us win against these really hard teams in this conference.
We'll always prepare either way, so we'll prepare even more for like a big game, and then we'll come out and play.
During practices, the team's bond grows stronger.
Continue to do what we always do, just being a family, being passionate with each other, playing and practicing hard. I think that will help us in the long run.
Us competing as a family, we all have to be there for each other, good and bad, and I think we can make it far in the playoffs.
It's going to be a big game for us, and I'm sure they're thinking the same way, and it'll be a fun game to compete in.
For LSMN Overtime, I'm Jay Collis.
Now let's move it over to the men's side of the pitch as we have some highlights to bring you. Marcus took on Capel Tuesday night in a key district matchup as we close in on the playoffs. The game started out close, but Marcus got the scoring started 13 minutes into the game as Chase Fix cashed in this PK. Then bad luck struck for the Marauders as this unfortunate bounce off Pola Taklog gave the goal to Capel to tie the game up at 1. Capel took momentum from that goal and scored a free kick off the leg of Sam Stone, giving them the first lead of the night. Owen Goal answered right back for Marcus with this long free kick from 25 yards out to knot this game up going into halftime. Capel took control in the second half with the second goal of the night from Sam Stone with this 36-yard strike. The Cowboys doubled their lead as they scored another set-piece goal off the head of Luca Gazzolia. Marcus had their chances to come back, but couldn't find the back of the net in the second half, losing this one 4-2.
Recapping some of the games that happened, Hebron killed Plano 4-0. Flower Mound beat Plano East 4-2. Louisville lost Plano West 1-0. And the Colony shut out Creekview 2-0. Previewing some matches we have, Hebron and Flower Mound face off in an important match as they're both top 3 in district play. Marcus will take on Plano West as they keep fighting for that 4th and final playoff spot. Louisville will try to get rid of the district play goose egg with a game against Plano. Then finally in 5A, the Colony will head to Newman Smith.
Yeah, let me tell you, again, I'm looking forward to that LISD matchup, Flower Mound and Hebron. Hello and welcome back to LSMN Game of the Week. I'm Brendan Selke alongside my amazing partner Alex Salazar. That was an amazing half. Hebron 2, Flower Mound 2, and I mean you can't ask for much more out of these two top teams.
Could not have asked for a better half of soccer on this Friday night.
I mean, yeah, it was amazing. You had 2 quick goals by Flower Mound, and Hebron answered right back with 2 quick goals of their own. As this could be a big half here. Deciding districts, everything on the line. You want these wins going into playoff time. 2-2, new slate, basically 0-0. What do these teams have to do to win, especially for you, Hebron? What do you see? What do you want to see?
I would expect a more defensive kind of game in this half. I would expect to see a lot of big plays from this Hebron defense. Lily Weiss, the sophomore defender, and Kaylee Rivera, another sophomore defender.
Yeah, and on that Flower Mound side, you kind of just want to open it up more. You want to use more. They were going through a lot through Bella Larson. They want to kind of use Jalen Chaney more than they did in that half, as Bella Larson trying to work through once again the middle of the field, as she's been all over the field tonight for the Flower Mound Lady Jags. As that will be a quick throw in here for the Hawks. I mean, yeah, you kind of just want to work through more of that offense. Give Jalen Chaney a chance. Give Ali Pinto a chance and Haley Peak chances to make plays. I mean, you kind of want to just open that offense more, if anything, if you're Flower Mound.
Right, and for Hebron already, you're seeing more of a defensive kind of line there by that defense. It was more fast-paced, offensive kind of game in that first half. Now we're seeing a more stronger back line there by the Lady Hawk defense.
You know, if I'm Hebron, you want to win this game. You obviously a draw, worst comes to worst. That's not that bad if that's what it is. But you want to win this game because Flower Mound is yet to lose to any team that's not named the Hebron Hawks. So you want to pick up this win here and make sure that if something's going to happen, it'll be on your hands. And it's not, wow, we played perfect other than that game. Now we can't get first because we lost this one or drew this one. You want to leave it in your own hands.
Right, and it would be an absolute huge statement win for the Hawks going into UIL, proving that we are the best team in LISD.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, especially you're going in you're beating Flower Mound and you're beating Flower Mound both times. You're beating Marcus one out of the 2 times, except that one draw you had. I mean, you have all that momentum. Beating these LISD schools is going to give you a ton going into playoff time as Hebron tries to open up a chance. And they have someone open down the left side of the field, but there will be offsides here early. That's 2 minutes in. It's almost a great chance down the left side of the field there, but not able to find some open space just enough to keep yourself onside. Kind of quick here early. Hebron maybe trying to work more with that counterattack, a little bit of a different strategy than they had in that first half. First half was a lot of possession. I mean, they were maintaining possession. Even when Flower Mound scored those 2 early goals, they had all the possession.
Right, I would say that they dominated time of possession. Looking to create more opportunities if you're Hebron.
Yeah, you could say if they opened up some more opportunities, they'd have more because they really only had the 2 goals were their 2 opportunities.
Right, and on those 2 opportunities, they cashed in. So creating more opportunities for Hebron, like chipping it into the box or getting a nice counterattack, that would be exactly what the doctor ordered if you're Hebron.
As now they're working down the right side of this. Tati Diaz whips a ball in, not able to find anybody. Now Flower Mound trying to settle things down here. Nice little moves there by Haley Peak, the midfielder for Flower Mound. This one's whipped down the middle of the field, trying to find Bella Larson, but Hebron defense steps up to try to make a run down the field here. That is Lily Weiss. Now Flower Mound will move down to the right side of the field here. This one not able to find any Jags players, and now that'll be just a throw-in for the Hawks. And so far, Flower Mound not able to do so much, and Hawks kind of just getting possession here early the first 4 minutes of the half.
Right, this feels exactly how it felt in that first 5 minutes of that first half. Both teams feeling each other out, just trying to get a little bit of momentum in this beginning part of the game.
Yeah, and what you don't want to do is what happened in the first half and give up 2 quick goals. No matter what side you are, you don't want to give up those quick goals, quick scoring chances, because it builds momentum. And last thing you need is either one of these teams building momentum into the end of the game, because it's going to be hard to come back. That clock looks like it's going slow, but as you look up at it, you become down 1 or 2 goals. That clock's just going to keep moving on you.
Right, absolutely.
Move down the right side of the field here. There for Tati Diaz. She tries to create her own space, but not able to find anybody. Tati Diaz has Layla down in the middle of the field, as we talked about there earlier in this one. Layla Thompson not doing much so far tonight, but see if they can use her more in this one. Is now Bella Larson trying to create a chance for Flower Mound. Kind of a out-manned here down the field, but Bella Larson trying to make something happen all by herself, not able to find anything, though. It's kind of a 3v6 there, and Bella Larson was kind of taking on 3 girls all at once there.
Yeah, had the makings of a great run there by Larson. As here in the replay, one of the previous goals here by Flower Mound at that back post right there. It was Cheney, perfectly placed, perfect goal.
Yeah, and I mean, that got the scoring started, and there's 3 goals that perfectly followed right after that. So, I mean, one by Flower Mound again to make it 2-0, then Hebron scored the next 2, tie this one up, and and that was all with the first 20 minutes pretty much, and it's been scoreless. Not much happened in the last 25 minutes of the game here. So now there's Leah Thompson. She tries to find someone down the side, able to find an open leg, but not a good enough pass there on the side of the field there by Maddie Martinez to find the run. As that one's just cleared up by the Jags. This thing's kind of just slowed down here as we're trying to find a ball as we're about to get this one back in here and the throw-in. Look down the side of the field. Not able to find anything, though, and it will be a goal kick here for Cantrell. Cantrell, that first goal of the night, I believe, was, you said the second goal of the night, apparently, was that roll-in goal there. I mean, she kind of made a little bit of a mistake, and you said earlier she's a freshman, so, I mean, kind of getting some more experience in the game here as she plays more and more. I mean, goals like that suck. She's rebounded well, though, and came up big a couple times for Flower Mound in this one.
Right, she's had her saves. She's had her big saves like that one, the leaping save against Maddie Martinez. So for the freshman, I would say it's been a solid game despite the 2 goals.
Yeah, you're going to be happy with the performances when you can get them, especially against a good team like the Hawks. As Leah Thompson tries to make something happen here. She working through the middle of the field. Definitely been more involved in this half as now this ball's rolled in here there by Leah Simpson. But not able to find anything as now Hebron's trying to work back through the middle. Jags trying to get off the counter, not able to. Hawks still maintain possession as Chloe Nugent tries to find some open space down the side of the field there for Maddie Martinez. But so far nothing. Jags doing a good job containing the sides of the field and not really letting the Hawks work through the middle.
Right, as we see here, that second goal by Flower Mound off the post there by Larson, just perfect. Unlucky there for Apodaca.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really place it much better if you're Bella there. I mean, that's pretty much a perfect shot, especially if you can get bounce off the post like that. It's hard to read if you're a goalie. You don't know if you want to dive or if you just want to let it roll out because you think it's going out. So kind of froze Apodaca there. Now we're back in the middle of the field here as Bella Larson trying to find something, as the Jags haven't really found much in the last 30 minutes of this one. Almost 10 minutes into the second half. Not many chances on either side. So now the Jags trying to work off the counter here. As you can see, a run there down the side of the field there for down the side of the field there for the Jags, but not able to find open space to get her the pass through. Jags still maintaining possession. So this one's kind of just whipped back in, not able to find any legs, and just kind of gives possession right back to the Hawks.
At least compared to the first half of this game, this one feels a lot more methodical and slower than that first half.
And I'm sure both coaches love that, but both Vaughn and Sapos. You got to love calming the game down and kind of just controlling the pace of the game. Those high-scoring games are great for the fans, but as I said, the coaches don't really like it very much.
Well, yeah, like you said, the coaches probably like this one, but we fans, we need goals.
Yeah.
We need goals.
We like goals as this ball's whipped in, not able to find anybody. He's in front of trailers. This one just shot from deep, and it's just a little bit wide, it seemed to be there off the left post. A good shot there by Chloe Nugent trying to find another score there for the Hawks as she had the assist on the second goal of the night. Kicked up by Cantrell. Flower Mound trying to get more possession in this half. Not able to find it so far. A lot like that first half. Now Hawks have a chance here as this ball rolls on through. Ran too far there for the Hawks. It's now cycled back in. As Tati Diaz there is in the middle. She cycles it back to our back line. This ball's whipped in here, not able to find anybody. Good play here by the Jags, kind of just to make sure that ball doesn't go anywhere and kick that one straight out.
Smartly kicked out there by Flowermount. You don't want to risk not getting that ball back and something happening for Hebron, whether it be a penalty or a goal.
Yeah, Madison Volotos, good player, just going to clear that one out. Be calm. You have to be calm in those situations. As defenders, you can't get antsy. You can't try to make too much out of something. You kind of just have to clear the ball out at times.
Potential run here for Flowermount.
And Bella Larson trying to outrun defense here. She's almost not able to, and that's a great play there by Lily Weiss, able to outrun Bella Larson. The great score, great play there on defense by the Hawks.
That was pretty much Weiss's best play there. Like, only opportunity that she had on that play. You don't want to run. You don't want to try and fight a battle with Bella Larson.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to bring that ball back into the center of the field. Good, smart, clear. Just give up that throw-in. So you see Bella Larson there. Had the goal earlier in the game, the second goal of the night for the Jags. The leading goal scorer for this team, 18 goals on the season. And almost had her 19th there. Almost tried to set up a run for herself, but as we said, great defense by Lily Wise. Now we're moving back up here as Leah Thompson moves it back outside and tries to just kick this ball up there as Tati Diaz. Not able to find anybody, but Leah Thompson trying to slow the game down. The key player, as you spoke of earlier in this one, not had so much success tonight. Kind of just been more of the facilitator for the team. As you can see, working through the middle a lot from her. That seems to be a shove in the back there on Thompson. It will be a penalty there on Flowermount's number 9, Gwen O'Neill, the midfielder.
Flowermount had 2 players enter the match. Number 9, Gwen O'Neill, and number 11, Riley Olson.
Gwen O'Neill, the substitute here, along with Riley Olson, both juniors.
As now Chloe Nugent will take this one. The captain for tonight, as I spoke of earlier. She's got a great leg. This could be a perfect ball to whip in here and look for the head of a Hawks player. Ball whipped in by Nugent to the center of the field. And that's a great clear out there by the Jags, but able to fall on the leg right there on the Hawks, and that's Leah Simpson, who almost had a rebound attempt. Not able to find the net, though, as it's just cleared out by the Jags, and now Chloe Nugent will have a chance at a corner here. 12 minutes into the second half, maybe the first big chance of the half.
And it looks like it could be taken short here by the Hawks. She's directing where she wants her players to go. Looks like this is actually going to be in the box.
Yeah, Melly Lundy was rolling in there, but Nugent said no, and Nugent whips this one into the back post. As you can see, running in there, not able to find anything is Leah Thompson. You can see her running in from the back post, almost able to get her head on that one, but ultimately not able to find anything.
Great chance there for Hebron. 2 great chances on the free kick and the corner kick, but ultimately no goals.
Definitely Hebron has the bulk of the chances, the couple that there's been so far in this half. So now Flowermount trying to slow this one down. Flowermount just trying to gain possession. They haven't had much of it. Their one somewhat of a chance was that Bella Larson run, and even that didn't create much for them, so it was just cleared out by Hebron. Hawks have been kind of maintaining more of this game, and I'm sure Coach Vaughn's got to love that, as now Leah Thompson has a chance to break out here, facilitating once again. Kicked off to the side there, straight to Molly Lundy. Leah Simpson down the right side of the field. She tries to whip that one in, not able to find anything as it's cleared out by the Jags, but it will be another corner for the Hawks. So see who wants to take this one this time. So once again, I believe they'll just let Chloe Nugent, of course, that leader of the team here tonight, is going to take this one once again.
It looks like Chloe Nugent will take that kick again.
Chloe Nugent, 3 assists on the season so far. She's going to be looking for her 4th here on this corner kick. She's looking for one of her teammates to get high and jump.
Now look for that back post run once again by Leah Thompson. Here it is, whipped in by Chloe Nugent, straight for Leah Thompson, unable to find anything. Cleared out right here by Flowermount. Now we might have a rush here for Flowermount. That's a good ball and some open space for the Jags here, but closed down pretty darn well there by number 22, Ansley Beer. It will be a foul as she did grab a little, but you kind of a smart play. You don't want to give Flowermount that counterattack chance.
Yeah, it's almost like in the NBA when players have a take foul. They just want to prevent a fast break there. That's exactly what Hebron was doing on that play.
Yeah, you want to slow down, and you can take the foul in soccer. It's not like basketball where fouls accumulate and it leads to more free throws for the NBA. In soccer, you take as many basic fouls as you want. As long as you don't get carded, it won't lead to anything. This is one headed up and kind of into the no man's land, and the Jags trying to find some space into it. Larson tries to get her head on it, not able to find anybody, though, and the Hawks are just ultimately able to clear. And when it is kicked down the field again, but it will just be a goal kick for the Hawks. Kind of a little bit scary there as some headers by the Hawks almost led to a good chance for Larson, but once again, not able to find anything.
And almost halfway through this second half, still 2-2.
Yep, 15 minutes in. Not much to speak of in the last 30 minutes of game time. Switching to the top of the side of the field. That is Leah Simpson. Down the right side, she might have some save, but the Jags are closing off on this one. It's brought up the field for Jalen Channing. Had that first goal of the night. She tries to work down the side of the field. Move to Haley Peak, but she turns this one over. Now it's down the side of the field once again for Leah Simpson. She's able to keep that one in. That's a great hustle by her, and she tries to whip it in, and she forces a corner. You have to love that run there by Leah Simpson. She never gave up on that ball and ultimately gave the corner kick for the Hawks.
Gotta love that effort from the sophomore Leah Simpson. Drawing a corner here. Another great opportunity for Hebron. They've had them all night. Hopefully they can capitalize on this one right here.
Yeah, it's going to be a Chloe Nugent once again to take the corner kick. Third of the half. Definitely Hebron having their chances. See if they can cash on this. Leah Thompson has been the find so far early as she whips this one in straight in her direction once again. Hebron the Jags doing a great job clearing that ball out. 23 minutes left here in this second half. The biggest game in LISD women's soccer. Two top teams in the state. Could decide so many things. Could just bring momentum into the playoffs for either side who wins. And definitely could decide district standings. If Flower Mound draws or wins this one, it's basically almost all locked up for them. If Hebron basically wins this one, it's pretty much you get it. But if they lose or draw, they're almost out of it. If they lose, maybe if they draw. But Flower Mound has only lost to this Hebron team earlier in the year when they lost 4-0.
Yes, Flower Mound would be content with a draw here. Hebron is playing for a win.
For work down the side, that's a good move there by Maddie Martinez. She tries to kick this one in, not able to find anybody, and cleared once again by the Jags. Jalen Cheney tries to get this ball out, but great hustle there by Tati Martinez to regain possession for the Hawks.
Ansley Beer trying to chip it in here.
Not able to find anybody, and Cantrell will just pick that one up. So far, good defense by the Jags. They need to create some more offensive chances. I'm sure Bella Larson wants to get more of that ball, and Jalen Chaney wants to get outfield more and not have to worry so much about that defensive end. But the Hawks, great on defense and creating a lot of possession on offense.
Yeah, about that defense for the Hawks, they've done a great job of generating turnovers by this Jags offense, as we see another one right there.
It's given up, and there's a run here, right here for Maddie Martinez down the right side of the field. She has some space to work with, just on the edge of the box. Tries to create some space, loses it almost down to the corner. She's trying to let it roll out for a corner, and it won't, and they will call it a goal kick. Maddie Martinez talking with the ref. She thought that one went out on Flower Mound, and the ref wants nothing to do with it.
Honestly, I agree with Martinez there. I did not see Martinez touch the ball there, but
I guess you and the ref do not agree, as he basically didn't want anything to do with Maddie Martinez on that conversation. He just wanted to get the goal kick and move on with it. As now Flower Mound will regain possession, trying to just kick this one upfield because they haven't been able to get out of their own end in the last 5 to 10 minutes when it's been all Hebron so far in creating chances. As they look to get upfield here, Bella Larson tries to find down the right side of the field, but not able to find anything. But it will be another throw-in for the Hawks. Flower Mound kind of stifling right now, kind of just turning it over when they do get the ball, and not really doing much. Of course, their defense has been great, but other than that, there hasn't been much for them, and it kind of looking like what it looked like when they lost 4-0 to Hebron earlier in the season.
Right, you're absolutely right about that. Hasn't been much opportunities in the second half for Flower Mound. It's been all Hebron, really. Just haven't been able to capitalize on what they've got.
Thompson trying to work through three people, not able to. Because now they're working down the right side of the field as the Jags trying to slow this game down, work to the back. But the pressure right now for the Hawks has kind of been something that the Jags aren't used to dealing with, this kind of pressure at least. But a good give-and-go play there, and now the Hawks have a chance here. Down the right side of the field, some open space. Bella Larson lets it go down the right. That's a shot, and it's going to just deflect it out, and it will be a goal kick. It will, as it bounces off the Jags player. It's the first maybe okay chance for the Jags. Good to see that they're getting down the field now. Larson let that one go. Good run down the right side of the field. Tried to maybe whip it in, not able to find any open space to get that pass through, though.
Yeah, that was a great run there by Larson and the Jags. One of the only opportunities that they've had in this second half. This Hebron defense has been stifling against the Jags in the second half.
Jags trying to find Channing on the left side of the field here. Not able to find anything. And it's a turnover here now on the rush. Yep, down the left side of the field. See what they want to do. Has some open space to get a cross through. Cuts back instead. Gets it off to Bella Larson. She tries to kick it to Channing. Not able to find her. And now the Jags will try to get possession back here. There's some good pressure here by the Hawks. There's Leah Simpson putting some good pressure on them. And now Leah Thompson will try to make a good play. Not able to. And now the Hawks almost able to get the ball back, but Farmont kind of getting more possession here, creating some more chances. So now Jalen Channing will try to whip this ball in and look for the behind run. Not able to find anything, though. As now we're under 20 minutes, less than half to go in this second half. The half that will decide the district standings in LASD for 6-6A. Definitely who's ranked higher at the end of this game, as now Leah Thompson has a chance to whip this ball in. It's just cleared out by the Jags. No one really there. Maddie Martinez was almost on the other end, not able to find anything, though. Ref calls that one on Leah Thompson, kind of just a little bit of a grab there on her. That is on Madison Velotos.
Yeah, the effort was clear as day there by Thompson, but just got a little bit too aggressive trying to get that ball back.
As Audrey Barney will take this free kick there. She had a great assist in the last 8-1 win against Plano East. She'll whip this ball back through the middle of the field. As this ball is kicked back into the middle of the field here for Maddie Martinez. Not able to find anybody, though. Good to find Bella Larson. Not able to get it through, though. This Hebron back line of the three and then the next three up has done a great job not allow anything through. Now Audrey Varney is fighting there. Just get a little shove on the side there. But it will just be a throw in there for the Hebron Lady Hawks.
Quite aggressive there on that shove by Varney as we see Zoe Trenchard coming into this game. Looks like a handball there.
Now will be a free kick for Hebron. You're going to bring Chloe Nugent in once again, I believe. Taking most of the free kicks so far tonight. It's going to be a little bit of an awkward one. This one almost 40 yards out from the net. And it's going to be from maybe a bit of a weirder angle. She tries to whip this one back in here. See what the ref wants to do here. He's trying to adjust the wall. So now we'll look. Chloe Nugent trying to get her about her fifth chance here on a free kick to make something happen here for the Hawks. 17 minutes. This ball's whipped in by Nugent. Able to find some open space. Not to find any legs, though, and it's cleared up by the Jags. As now we move up back on the counterattack, trying to find Bella Larson down the left side of the field. Bella Larson makes a good move, trying to fight through three people. Not able to, though, and it's kind of just her versus the rest of the Hawks team. And now a chance here for Leah Simpson down the right side of the field. She cuts back, has some open space, kind of just kicks it and can't find anything.
It was a great opportunity there by Simpson. Beat out the defender on speed and then just could not finish. Great opportunity there, though, by the Hawks.
Now the Jags trying to slow this game down a little. Don't want to give up those quick chances here for the Hawks. Don't need to give any unnecessary chances to them, especially for how good of a team they are. Kind of just want to play still. You can definitely tell that maybe Firemont's trying to play for that draw. Doesn't want to make any crucial errors. They know that if they get this draw and win out, the district is all theirs.
Right, and all these chances that Hebron have had, it's definitely come on these turnovers that they're generating from this Jags offense.
As now we try to retrieve the ball in for the throw-in. Now, what do you want to see out of either of these two sides? What do you need to see out of one of them to maybe grab the lead late in this one?
I would need to see a cleaner play here by Flower Mound. No, got to limit those turnovers. Can't give any more opportunities for Hebron And for Hebron, honestly, just keep playing that the way that they are playing. Just got to capitalize on what Flower Mound gives you, like these free kicks and these corner kicks that they have.
So this one rolls through, but it looks like they're just going to recycle this one back in, and it's cleared out there by the Hawks, but it will be a throw-in for the Jags. So you can see Maddie Martinez there down in the center of the field. She's had herself a pretty good night. Ball whipped in the center. Good play there by Leah Thompson to intercept as she's in the center of the field. Has plenty of choices.
Could be something here for Hebron.
And there's Maddie Martinez. She works down the right side of the field, tries to find Simpson, and she's almost able to. Will they call anything? No, they will not. There's no contact there, says the ref, as Varney is able to clear that one out.
Looked like a lot of contact there. The refs letting them play here in this game.
As there, Chaney tries to fight, and it will be a foul there on Ansley Beer, and it will be a free kick there for Chaney. Right there on the 35-yard line.
As you see here on the replay, beats out that defender. Looks like a bit of a shove, but no call there from the referee. Both of them were very aggressive trying to get that ball, so no call.
As Varney will take this free kick for them. 14 minutes to go in this one. Not much action in the second half. We had 4 goals early in the first half. Nothing since then. A lot quieter of a game.
And this is, like you said, the kind of game that both coaches want, a more stylistic, more methodical kind of game.
This ball is kicked down the field. See if they're trying to find anybody. Bella Larson is there, but it's good ahead there by the Hawks to be able to get that one out. Bella Larson might have some space here, but it is cleared out once again. And picked up on the turnover. Now has some chance for the Jags. Tries to slow this one down. There is Peak as she finds some open space down the right side of the field. This ball is almost able to whip in, but it goes straight in the hands of Anaconda. She's able to make a good play on that one. And she wants to move this ball quick for Maddie Martinez. As Chaney doesn't really want anything of it and able to force that turnover, but Maddie Martinez out hustling her as she tries to kick this ball up here to Leah Simpson down the right side of the field as she has some open space to work with. You got to watch that trailer there for the Hawks. It's some good defense. See if they want to call that shove play there. And no, they don't. The ref doesn't want to call it there, and he'll just give up the corner instead for the Hawks.
Hebron fans are letting the referees hear it. That looked like a penalty up here. Looked like a shove as we see the replay here. Simpson on the move, and then
yeah, you can definitely see that hip come out there. I guess the ref maybe didn't see it very well, especially that side ref. Definitely had a good view of it. You could definitely call that one.
On for the Hawks, number 23, McCrae Martione.
As McCrae Martione comes on to the field for the Hawks. 12 minutes to go. Another corner kick chance for Hebron. They've had plenty of chances on this. Just not able to find one so far as Nugent about to whip this one in. Far side once again, not able to find the head of anybody, but the trailer from range. This one's rolling, and what a save there by Cantrell, and it's able just to kick out. As Hebron whips this one back in, and it's kicked right out again. And the Jags are trying to be able to clear. This one kicked straight back in, and it bounces in. Another good save there by Cantrell on the second attempt there by Nugent.
Great awareness there by Cantrell. She had about 2 or 3 saves on those plays alone.
Yeah, you got to love that. She had trouble early in the game tracking the ball on that second goal of the night, and then right here, she tracks everything perfectly, able to shut it down, especially with all the bodies in front and the bounces.
If Hebron's unable to come away with a win in this game, the thing they are going to be frustrated about the most is these chances they've had. They've had a ton of chances in the second half alone, and they've just not been able to capitalize on any of them.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're really missing Jordan Hill right about now. Not able to play in this one due to USA development rules, but I'm sure they're really missing her, their leading goal scorer, and our spotlight of the week on our most recent overtime episode. She's had a great season for them. So I'm missing the leg of hers. Definitely could have maybe even had a couple more goals in the game if she was on the field tonight, especially with all the chances the Hawks are creating, as you said.
Right, absolutely. And she's been training with this U16 team for a reason, that she's one of the best players in the nation.
Only a sophomore, of course. Has 2 more years for this Hawk. They got to be excited about that. Get 2 more years of Jordan Hill. This will be a throw in here.
As we see on this replay, a ton of chances. There's one save by Cantrell, trying to clear it out there for the Jags, unable to. There's Simpson on that shot, and another excellent save there by Madeline Cantrell.
And you got to love it. Plethora of chances for the Hawks. Not really able to find anything. So now the Jags are trying to make something happen late in this one. Just a little bit over 10 minutes to go. 2-2 game. Now the Jags are trying to work off the side. Tries to kick it forward. Chloe Nugent doesn't really want anything of that. With a kick it through. Tries to force the goal kick. The Jags really want the corner on that one. Tries the little kick play off Nugent to force the corner. Not able to get it, though.
You got to pick up the aggression here if you're Hebron. Can't let Flower Mound get this ball because they will just try and run out the clock.
It's definitely interesting to see what both sides want to do. Obviously, we would think that Flower Mound wants this draw. Of course, they want to win in a big rivalry game between the two schools, but they know that if they get this draw, all they have to do is win the rest of the games, and they're easily first place in district.
Could be something here for Hebron. Got to capitalize on this, whatever it is.
Down the right side of the field. Has some space there for Maddie Martinez. Just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. Now it will be a goal kick for Cantrell. 2-2 game. I mean, it's 4 goals in the first 20 minutes and yet to see one here. Almost whole half and almost been a whole 60 minutes since our last goal. You would think 4 goals in the first 20 minutes. Wow, this game's going to end 5-4, 6-5, something like that, and it's kind of just shut down.
It's been in part thanks to good defense by both sides, really.
This one's down on the open side of the space. Good keep in there. A good way to work back to the center of the field. Not able to find anything, though. Some, again, a good stifling defense by the Hawks.
And that entire Flower Mound bench wanting it to be their ball, wanting something. Looks like they're not going to get it.
Refs seem to be deciding maybe if this is a foul or throw in here.
Refs discussing it right now.
Yeah, the refs will say it was a foul here. And closing, Nugent will get a free kick here. Great shot there by our cameraman, Jake Hollis, down there on the sideline.
We love Jake, and we love our other cameraman, Patrick, down there. We love our boys in green down there.
They've done a great job tonight. It was just a little bit over 8 minutes, actually, left in this one. Bit of a silent half, as we've said. As now Leah Thompson has a chance to make something work. A little bit too much power on that play there. Able to still keep possession there. Has Maddie Martinez on the side. As she just recycles it back for Ainsley Beer. The middle of the field. Back down here in the center. And this ball moves back to the side of the field. And we're kind of just cycling it back to their defense.
And this is good play here by Hebron. Keep the ball. Make sure you're smart with the ball. Don't give it back to Flower Mound. Something good will happen out of this.
Yep, they're definitely just playing calm plays here. Definitely have passed it back probably about 10 times now between the 4 of them. But now we're moving a little bit up the field here. Has Leah Thompson maybe on a break with some good defense to get in front of that pass here. Now Flowermont's trying to make something out of it. But nope, it's quickly turned over, and now the Hawks have a chance. Down the left side of the field there is Chloe Nugent, but she's not able to get to the ball, and it's just cleared out by the Jags. As you can see there, I mean, 7 minutes to go. You gotta think that one side's maybe playing, let's get this draw, and Hebron's maybe going all guns out right now.
Time is a ticking for this Hawks team. Bringing in subs here, Leah Simpson and Tati Diaz.
Tati Diaz has had a good night facilitating that middle of the field for them. Back in, maybe hope to find some more chances. Of course, Leah Simpson has had a good night down the right side of the field as well. This ball kicked out into space, trying to whip in there for Leah Simpson, almost able to get to her head to it. Now Varnity's going to need to clear this out for the Jags, and she does. No one on that open side of the field. Jags don't have anyone past that 20-yard line on the field, and this ball's whipped in again for open Maddie Martinez. She has some space. Cantrell tries to come out, not able to find it, and Varnity's able just to clear it, and it will be a throw-in. Oh, boy.
Incredibly dangerous there for Flower Mound. It looked like the goalie and her defender ran into each other.
Yeah, it could have been real dangerous and real silly if that one went in for the Hawks. Now Simpson kind of just falls, not able to get anything, but it will be another throw-in there for the Jags. The clock is ticking. Fans want them to move and get a chance here. They know this win's going to be important. if they can get it. Oh, and there will be offsides here for the Hawks, and Flowermound's able to get possession. That kind of a stinger there for the Hawks. You had kind of the Jags in the ropes. See what the Jags want to do here. Definitely playing it very safe. Definitely very risky in soccer. When you play it safe, you kind of get a little lazy on that defense because you're not moving as much. Definitely a risky thing to do. I've seen plenty of times in every league you even go. There's been plenty of times where my team, Chelsea, has lost plenty of games because on that back line they're just sitting back there waiting for something to happen because they're just trying to keep their 2-2 game. You got to be very careful if you're Flower Mound here.
Well, yep, Chelsea will do that a lot when they play against my Liverpool.
Well, it's not really an accomplishment to beat Chelsea anymore.
Nope.
Our producer, Mr. Beals here, is really flexing his Arsenal stuff for some odd reason, thinking that's cool, but that's okay as that ball's whipped in there. So there's about 4 minutes left in this one, and that one's kind of just cleared out there by the Hawks.
And tell our friend Beals over there who won the Carabao Cup. He is shaking his head because he knows it was my Liverpool Reds.
There's just 4 minutes left in this one. Goal kick taken by Cantrell. Kind of not able to find anybody. Flowermound just trying to get this ball out of their side of the field. And that one bounces for Bella Larson. She might have a chance here because of that. She tries to slow it down, kicks it over the top. See if she has anyone down the right side of the field here. Trying to take on a 1v2. Not able to do it, though. Some good defense once again by the Hawks. The counterattack chances may be happening for the Jags. Once again, working through that right side, seeing if they're trying to find Bella Larson once again. This one trying to change the side of the field. Trying to get that switch, not able to find it, though. So this one's worked through the middle and kind of just lobbied in, and it will just be a easy pickup there for the Hawks with just under 4 minutes to go. A 2-2 game. No goals in the second half. All came in the first half. That went straight to a Jags player, but kicked straight back to the Hawks, and she's able to get it right back. She tries to find Larson here on the run. Not able to find it, though. Bella moves outside. Tries to just kick this one back in, but right now it's kind of a Jags 4v6 almost. You got 6 players kind of just staying back and not really pushing up too far. You can tell that Sapos, the coach, doesn't really want to give up too much on defense to create this goal here.
Right, he wants to feel the possession inside of this Hebron almost 20-yard line area.
As we move here to the final minutes, just under 3 minutes, 2-2 game will be a throw-in for the Jags. A goal here has got to be a killer for either side. Just late in the game, Hawks looking for a handball, not getting the call. Still fighting for it in the corner. A good rollout play there by the Hawks, and they're able to get this ball upfield. See what they want to do on the counterattack.
They almost potentially had numbers there, but good defensive block there by the Jags.
So move through the middle. She gets her leg a little clipped there, not able to do anything, and it looks like he will call that foul there right in the middle of the field on the clip. This is a big free kick here. I mean, this is a pretty good spot if you can get Jags down the field here. I mean, even if you're outnumbered here, this is a good spot for this free kick to be in. Maybe some bounces, ricochets. Maybe look to get a header on this one.
Right, if one of those Jags front 4 can beat one of those Hebron players on the 10-yard line.
As Ali Pinto will whip this one into the back post. That's Channing. She almost finds the corner of the net. Almost beautifully driven up, and it's saved there perfectly by Abadaka.
And she did. She beat the Hebron line there. Nearly got it in, but pushed it out there by Apadaka.
Yeah, that's a clutch save. I don't know if that ball was going on net, but if it was, that's going to definitely come back late. You're going to look in this one in a couple minutes. You're going to say, wow, that one might have saved the game, and maybe even the district hopes for the Hawks.
Hebron's looking to get this ball back. A minute 30 left.
Whipped in by Pinto. She's not able to find anything, but the ball does fall in the center. Jags try to kick this ball back through. Ricochets off the middle, and now the Jags will try to just kick this one back in. Maybe not the smartest play, as it's almost given it back up to the Hawks. The Jags slowing it down, move it back outside to open space, and this one whipped in, cleared out once again, but finds an open leg, and that one's shot, but just misses right. All of a sudden, the Jags creating some final chances here with just over a minute to go.
Here we go, final minute.
Hawks moving quick as the PA announcer just announced the minute remaining left in this one. Clock keeps rolling. Jags moving back to the top, giving this one out to Varney, see what she wants to do with it. She kind of just kicks it forward. So one takes a couple bounces for Channing. Had the first goal of the night. She's fighting off 2. Able to kick this one back in, but Bella's nowhere to be seen as she just lets this one kick off her and be the free throw-in with 30 seconds to go in this one. Looks like we might have a 2-2 stalemate. Kicked up a lot of kickball right now, just trying to get the ball downfield. That is
Looks
a
like
shove.
A foul.
That will,
and it is.
That's going to be a free kick. See how quick they can take this, because the clock will keep rolling here. They have 15 seconds. Once that hits 0, the game is over. And this is a smart play here. You got to love this by Cheney. She's making that clock run, and Hebron's really just going to have to kick this ball as soon as she gets set. She milks the clock, and Nugent kicks this one in. This will be the last 2 seconds left, and this one's cleared out, and this one will end 2-2 after 80 minutes. Hebron 2, Flower Mound 2, and that will end in a draw in this great LASD matchup.
Great game all around. Just great offense in the first half, great defense in the second half. You couldn't have asked for a better game here.
And you got to love it, and we want to take a second here while we have the chance to take our entire LSMN crew, the camera people, Patrick Sierra-Cole, Jake Hollis also down on the field, and then you got Ramaya Lockett up in the press box. You got our amazing replay, and Disney, Chance Disney over there, and then also GJ's our director, and then, of course, Patrick Beals, our amazing producer, who had to stand next to me most of the night, so I kind of feel a little bad for him, but that's okay. And, of course, you got Alex Salazar, my amazing color guy. So that was great. We had a great night here tonight. I'm glad you guys joined us. And if we get the chance here, if Flower Mound, Hebron, or Marcus make a far run for LISD, we might get another chance to broadcast another game here on LSMN Game of the Week, but, of course, there are no guarantees on that. You have any final words here, Alex, before we do our sign-off here tonight?
No, just a great game all around. It was fireworks in that first part of the first half, and then in the second half, great chances on both ends, but in the end, it was defensive battle in that second half. Couldn't have asked for a better night.
Yeah, and if this is the last one on LSMN Game of the Week for me, I want to thank everybody for all the great memories that I had on LSMN. I want to thank Patrick Beals for all the help that he's gave me in all the years, and, of course, Brendan Jackson, who was our old teacher in the class. I appreciate him, and I appreciate everyone giving me the amazing opportunities that I had working here on the broadcast, and, of course, everything that we do here at LSMN.
We thank you for all your years of service, Brendan.
Yeah,
Selke.
and I thank you, too, for being in the booth with me the past couple of years. So thank you, guys. I hope you all have a good night. 2-2 is the final. Flower Mound 2, Hebron 2. This one leaves it up for grabs in the LISD district for women's soccer. I'm Brendan Selke alongside my amazing partner, Alex Salazar, and have a good night, everyone. A little fake. She takes the side, and it goes in. What a strike for the center of the field.